Everyone thinks becoming a pilot requires perfect eyesight, rich parents, and a genius level understanding of physics and maths. Guess what? I started with none of those things and now I'm a commercial pilot. The truth? You need determination, smart planning, and an insider knowledge of how flight school actually works. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the biggest misconception about flight training that is keeping you grounded and showing you the pathway that most people don't know about. Whether you're 18 or 40, this is the roadmap that I wish I had when I started out. So buckle up. Hey friends, my name is James and I'm a commercial pilot, but just like you, I was an aspiring pilot who wanted to enroll in flight school. In this video, I'll be covering how to become a pilot in Malaysia or other countries that you might be in. It's important to know that every country may differ in their requirements, so it's important to check with the local CAA what are the requirements there. CAA stands for Civil Aviation Authority. If you guys want to see me do a video on a specific country, do let me know in the comment sections below. So for the basic requirements, it's roughly similar around the world. Firstly, let's debunk the age myth. You should be minimum of 18 years old when joining a flight school, and there is no age limit. You could be 35 or 40 and it's still not too late. The oldest I've seen is a doctor who's 47 and decided to switch career into this field. The retirement age is 65, but you can still fly privately after. Next is your proficiency in English. Now, aviation operates in English all over the world, so they require you to be able to read, write, and communicate at a working level. But that doesn't mean that you need perfect English. You can always improve it over time, but what that means is you just need to be able to communicate on a working level basis. You don't need perfect English, you don't need to be native in it, nor do you have to speak like an Englishman. Lastly is your academics. So a lot of places differ, but in Malaysia it would be your SPM or O levels, which you'll need a total of 5 credits, including of English, maths and physics or science. It doesn't have to be only physics. If you took science, so be it. On top of that, you don't need any other qualifications in Malaysia, such as like a degree or a diploma. In Malaysia, being SPM and O levels is enough. A lot of times I get asked, what if I have a bachelor degree in this? What if I have BUET? What if I have a diploma in this or that? That's all great, but CAM doesn't really care, as their main concern is the basics, which is your SPM and O levels. So what that means is they don't really care even if you were the engineer who built the rocket with Elon Musk, or you're a PhD doctor who cured cancer, for instance. At the end of the day, they will still ask you for your SPM and O levels. So what if you didn't make it? Didn't pay attention in school? Yep, same here. Personally, I retook SPM 4 times until I'm actually qualified to get approval to enroll in a flying school. But what if you've already left school for more than 10 years? There's no way you can go back. You're probably having full-time commitments, you probably have a full-time job, and it's just too much, right? Well, no worries. I understand. If you're interested, I'm coming up with a course that is designed for people like you. Be it your English or SPM for your physics and your maths, I got it all covered. So stay tuned, because I'll be releasing this course very soon. So if you meet all of the requirements, in Malaysia, you'll need to get an approval letter from CAM. Please do check the requirements with other CAA again for other countries, as they may have different procedures. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can submit your request for your approval letter. Please note that you'll need to attach a copy of your results that is certified by any eligible government authority, like your school principal, for instance. You can send it over to their office directly or by mail. They should get back to you in 2 weeks. For me personally, I submitted in person and collected it myself, as it's faster. So everywhere in the world, you will be required to have a medical certificate to be a pilot. In Malaysia, it's a class 1 for commercial pilots, or it's a class 2 for private pilots and non-commercial operations. Among the requirements are to be physically and mentally fit. There's also an eye test, so let's debunk another myth, which is you don't need to have perfect visions to be a pilot. You can wear glasses, provided the limits are approved by the aviation doctor himself, and you can't be colorblind. So this was a really sad thing for my brother, because growing up, he always wanted to be a pilot, and I hope that I'm able to carry out his dreams for him. Moving on, you'll be tested on your hearing, which is where for me they place me inside a box where it's closed tight and they'll give you a headset. You'll be hearing beep sound from left and right, and you'll have to press a button every time you hear a beep. They'll give you a controller where you can press it either left or right. So a little advice to those who love to blast their ears with their earphones, you might want to rethink that, because over the years the sensitivity to hear over those beeps diminishes and decreases, which could potentially affect your license. They do other tests like X-ray, blood tests, and may even ask you medical related questions. If you'd like to read the full requirements, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out. Lastly would be the funding. So if you're a self-sponsored student, that's fine, but if you need financial assistance, there's the Affin Education Loan. This loan is open to Malaysians only, and they currently provide up to 90% of the total coursework. However, you do have to top up the remaining 10% on your own. You'll also need a guarantor that has at least a payslip of 10,000 ringgit. The good thing is you're allowed to stack more than one guarantors to meet the requirement. For example, you could provide 2 guarantors that has a payslip of 5,000 each. If you'd like more details, do contact the school that has their attached branch for further inquiries. With that, you're set and ready for flight school. The next one would be choosing a flight school. For me personally, I'd recommend HM Aerospace, which is strategically located in KL for their ground and in Langkawi for their flying phase. There's typically 2 modes of courses to become a pilot. There's the modular courses where it's more self-paced, and this is more common in the Europe or US, while other places like Malaysia have the integrated course, which is a fast track to gain your ATPL. That allows us to apply for the airlines early on. You'll be graduating with a commercial pilot license, instrument rating, and together with a frozen ATPL. The timeline for this course is 2 years, which is pretty packed. You will be going through your ground school for a span of about 8 months to clear all your written papers, and followed by your flying pace, which can last anywhere from 10 to 12 months. If you'd like to know more details about the course, do check out this video where I share my overall experience in flight school. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.